the stock market, meaning companies, new highs.
I don't fucking leave it. The show goes on. Nuts, they're nuts. They know nothing.
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania. The no bullshit approach to all financial markets, including political betting, Bitcoin, and the largest casino in the world, the U.S. stock market. Today, GLSI, 7K in cash, vaccine incoming, YACHTY sells out, Disney World, and bearish on BTC? What? Brett Ritchie, how did we allow that topic on Market Mania?
Well, I think there's a fair amount of bearish signs for BTC coming up. Certainly far from a professional trader, but there's three big catalysts I see that are bearish, and there are some bullish signs too, which we'll get to. But one, Mount Gox, which these coins have been tied up forever, 140,000 BTC are probably about to move, and a lot of these people are going to be selling the coins. That's a fair amount of sell pressure. Billions has been bet on the selection on a lot of offshore books and Betfair, and those bets are going to be paid out, and a lot of people again are going to cash out of the offshore books with Bitcoin and then convert that into fiat. And the third thing is it's end of the year. People may want to have that taxable event and take gains this year. So that's three things I see as a reason for people to sell their Bitcoin. Micon, you're the perma bull over there. Does my thesis hold any water?
9 years of beating this drum or so at this point, and I know a lot of the election bets, at least from Nitrogen and a few other of the Bitcoin sites, have been paid already. I guess I just learned that there were some big boys that have yet to pay
Pinnacle,
out.
Betfair, a lot of the random offshores.
Probably a lot more volume there than on the
that are dollars based. So the bets are dollar denominated, but people use Bitcoin to get in and out of those books. Everybody's
up this year in the stock market. I don't know. It just seems like there'd be less pressure on someone to sell the crypto assets for some sort of a tax reason. But the 140,000 coins from Mt. Gox, the gift that keeps on bearishly giving for years and years and years. That everybody remembers, or maybe some people remember, a couple of years ago when the first tranche of these coins were sold, it was just whoever was in charge of that just market dumped that shit, and like these people that have been wrecked by Bitcoin in the past got wrecked again. I don't know. I think bullish. Matt, do you have any opinion here today?
I mean, people bet on the election. Their money got held up. They expect to get paid the week after the election. So now it's over a month past that. It's human nature when your money's tied up to want to get it out as soon as possible. And so everyone's itching to get it out. I think once they get it out, they'll probably want to convert their Bitcoin to dollars just from human nature. Nothing to do with the price of Bitcoin, nothing to do with the price of dollars, just because they want to get it in safe hands.
And they're also salty. Bitcoin's gone on a huge run during this time their money's been locked up. So they may feel like they missed out on it because the bets are in dollars. They're going to get less Bitcoin than they would otherwise. But there also may be the Bitcoin ETF coming. And obviously, a lot of institutional companies are pouring money into Bitcoin. So there's some positive signs out there for Bitcoin, too. However, in the next couple of weeks, I do like the short.
18K right now. There it is. It is touch 20, back down to beat down, then try to touch it again, back to 18, a little lower earlier. All right. Disney World. Disney headshot numbers, Tony, the producer. Welcome to the show.
What's up, guys? Well, Disney's been going crazy today. I've been seeing Twitter talk about it quite a bit. Part of it has to do with this chart showing how they're gobbling up Netflix's market share, or at least catching up to them in subscribers. They've had some real successes with some of their streaming service, and this is recovering from a very dismal usage of the Star Wars IP over the last summer. Take a look at their stock here. They are just an absolute hard-on candle there at the end. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there more gas in this, or is it time to short Disney?
I love Disney. The thing is, they're turning into a Netflix. People can't live without the Disney Plus, which gets them like all those Marvel movies, or I don't know, like what What are the kids' movies these days?
Mandalorian.
Marvel, Shrek, all that kind
Kids
of stuff.
movies. I love Marvel movies.
You can't get those movies to your kids if you don't own Disney Plus. It seems like going forward, so they're going to be Netflix's biggest competitors. I think they already have like 130 million subs, which is huge. I think Netflix has close to 300 million. So think about that. They just started a year ago, Disney. So by 2024, they're supposed to have like 300 million themselves, and they're raising prices. They're raising their monthly price $1 in a couple months. So it looks like they're like Netflix 2.0.
What
it's a
about
must-have because
everything's closed? Disney World got closed for the Rona, and so.
Well,
you
I don't
just
know. They're
look
keeping
at
the magic
stock market.
going. It's all streaming. All right, guys, I'm out of here.
Everything
Good show.
brick and mortar doesn't really matter. It's all about what's going online.
And the vaccine's coming. It's going to reopen, and people are going to want to go there.
And after they get done with Disney World, they'll be thinking, well, I should buy some Lil Yachty tokens. That makes a lot of sense. Brett Ritchie, you're a rapper as well. What is this? What is this tokenized rapping nonsense here? What is this?
So Lil Yachty, really popular rapper, he partnered with this company out of somewhere in Europe, I believe, to do a social token. There's no like revenues attached or anything like that, but you get access to some sort of customizable experiences with Yachty. My theory, you get early releases, custom like cameo type video if you hold enough tokens, and it just sold out. The fans of Lil Yachty just wanted to buy it. And I think it's pretty interesting. I think there's actually a pretty big future for this sort of fan engagement type of token, especially like there's been plenty of artists I've been kind of early on in the rap world where I'm like, I think this guy's going to blow up, and it's like a cool way to support that artist. And you probably make some money, even though you're not getting revenue attached. The demand for that token should theoretically go up if more people like Drake, if you were in on him in 2010, if he had a social token, it would be crushing. So I like this whole space.
That's crazy. What is it? Is it an ERC20? Do you hold it in some wallet? Is it? I
assume it's ERC20. I'm not 100%.
Tony, can you scroll up to the picture of this dude, please?
You've never seen Lil Yachty?
Lil Boat?
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to put your money into this? How are you going to put your money and your faith into this guy? I mean,
he's a beast.
Yachty's amazing. What are you talking
Look at his hat, for instance.
Look at your hat. You're not one to talk about hats, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. That was the joke, Brett. Thank you.
That's bananas.
Thanks for filling the fans in there.
You got to love it. And so the biggest, maybe the biggest news, maybe bigger than Disney, I don't even know. This seems to be pretty big today, is that the FDA chief says that Pfizer's COVID vaccine approved for emergency use. Cue every conspiracy theory family member or friend you have for this one. COVID-19. Cue them all up, load their Facebook and social accounts, because holy shit. If you scroll down a little bit, it's like, 10 million Americans looking to get vaccinated. I think it's by the end of the year, or January, and then another 20 million in February or so. And I mean, they're talking 100 million vaccinations. And I'm just here to I've come from a long line of doctors. Vaccines work, believe it or not. They do. And these billion-dollar companies and the shitty government that approves them, to be fair, they got a pretty good track record. They really do. Yeah. And I don't know. Are you gonna shoot up right away, Brett?
I get that vaccines work, but also the whole theory when Trump was still running or hadn't lost yet was you can't rush a vaccine. This is irresponsible. As soon as he loses, it's take it or else. So I just don't like this narrative that immediately shifts for political purposes. So much of our COVID response has been political, not scientifically driven, and it's frustrating. Right? No vaccine has ever come out this fast. And 2 months ago, everyone was saying, hey, that's a concern. Now suddenly take it or else. So I'm not a huge fan.
I mean, you have Pfizer behind this vaccine. You have the FDA running trials. I mean, you either have, now, first of all, it's bullshit.
By the way, 2 months ago, everyone hated Big Pharma. Now suddenly they're this amazing, magical people that never do anything wrong.
I mean, they're not magical, but I mean, you got data, then you can't shit on the data. If you got good
I thought
data,
you needed more time to see the side effects for vaccines historically. That was one of the arguments I heard was you can't possibly know this quickly.
Glance, you wanted $250K to get the Rona earlier this year. Will you just take the vaccine?
I mean, I got 2 points on this. I mean, number one, if I'm going to take the vaccine. Put it this way: if they came out with a vaccine that makes you lose 25 pounds, who's not going to take it? Like, I'll take the risk, right? Right? Everyone's going to take that risk. But now we're talking about not getting COVID, and nobody wants to take it because they don't want the risk. I mean, come on, guys, be serious.
I'm not saying I'm not taking it. I'm just not in any rush, and I just find the whole process to be kind of disgusting. How politically driven it's all been.
Okay, so spoken like a true Trumper. That's well done.
Anybody that's going to hit a USD
accurate facts.
But guys, let's get to the second point. More importantly, here's how you get it done. The government's got to tie stimulus to this COVID vaccine and give everyone $1,000 as they get vaccinated. So if you get vaccinated, you get your second dose, you get your paid your $1,000 stimulus, you get your check, you're on your way. That's how you get the people to take it.
Shut up and obey. I get it, but
that's how you get people to take it. That's the only way to do it.
Right into the 1984 pages, right there. We'll pay you.
America had a good run.
It could all be true at the same time. We
talked about GLSI yesterday a bunch. All right, can we move on to GLSI, guys?
Take it away, Matt Glantz. Take it away.
All right, we talked about this scam stock yesterday. Unfortunately, I'm not going to mention who, but someone on the show was their pick of the day. I was horrified when I saw it because seeing the stock, I've been trying to short it for 2 days. Finally, today was the first day it was available for short selling from Interactive Brokers, so I was able to do it today. 59. I think I sold it at 59 and a quarter. Not much, like 500 shares or something, real small. But these kind of things that they can double, triple overnight. So you really can't do it big, or else you get squeezed out. So I can't get squeezed out. 500 shares, they go up $100. It's not gonna ruin my day, whatever. But now it's 55. This thing's gonna be in the single digits soon enough. At the end of quarter one, I talked about it yesterday. At the end of quarter one, on their balance sheet, they had $7,000 in cash. This science that they put out, there's nothing new about this. It didn't work last time. Another company tried to do the same thing. It's all pretty much like pump and dump. So I would be very careful owning the stock. It's now 55, trending down. It was up $130 2 days ago. So and I shorted at 59. I'm just happy to short it.
When we fuck up here at Market Mania, we raise our hands and we say, I, Brian Micon, fucked up yesterday. Bad pick of the day, fully admitting it. Can't all be winners.
So so it won't be my pick of the day today, only because I know most people can't short this stock. They won't have the shares available.
I wish Robinhood would let me short this thing, because I would tail you even at a high day.
Well, boys, if you would do that, then I'm going to go ahead and fix the safety glasses, and it is going to have to be time for the do your own research, not investment advice, Market Mania pick of the day.
Make the party rock, drop it like it's hot. Everybody stack, I'm stacking to the top.
Over to Glantz. What is your pick of the day?
All right, my pick of the day is Disney. Tony was talking about that earlier. The thing's flying today. What is it, up 14% or something? It's 175. I'm a buyer here. I think it's gonna be the Netflix 2.0.
That's a massive amount of market cap, is it not? That is a massive, massive move for Disney. Brett Ritchie, what is your pick of the day?
I'm rolling with DMYD, which is essentially the Genius Sports SPAC. It is core infrastructure for sports books, and they have partnerships with pretty much all the big U.S. operators. So I think it's a great way to get exposure to the U.S. market without picking an individual sportsbook horse.
Gotta love it. Another Helmuth-backed SPAC into a company, if I recall.
Yep.
Good stuff. That Disney move was $40 billion in market cap added. 40 Bs just tacked on today. Was value created or not? Who knows? My pick of the day is going to be 8x8. Tiny little $3 billion company. They do own Jitsi Meat, which is just a better Zoom. If Zoom is $100 billion and this thing's $3 billion, they do a lot of other stuff, corporate communications things. It just looks like if you're looking to try to add a 10-bagger in there and hold on for a while, it looks like a reasonable gamble. That's my pick of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, what, Glantz? Is that one going to get destroyed tomorrow in some, I
don't know anything about that. I like it just from the way you talk about it. I like it, but I don't know anything about it.
Try Jitsi Meat, ladies and gentlemen. That really is a better Zoom. So that is going to do it for this Friday, December 11th, 2020, nearing the end of the year here. And we're going to leave you with one for your weekend from T.I. and Riri. Everybody loves Riri. Goes a little something like this. It's from T.I.'s Live Your Life. So live your life. Hey, you steady chasing that paper, just live your life.
Hey.
Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life.
Hey.
No telling where it'll take you, just live your life.
Does she keep doing it? I'm not 100%.
Because I'm a paper chaser, just living my life.
All
Like,
right,
subscribe
get out of
to
here,
my
Matt.
show
Jesus Christ.
right here on YouTube. And hit us up at Market Mania Show on Twitter. We'll see you next week, if there is a next week. But for now, it's lights out.
Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have. I never sleep. Come on, I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Time to right the wrong. So your hands in the air if you like the song. If you're going over there, take it twice as long. Last time ain't talking about Tylenol. Oh, I bet you'd like to know. You can come around the way if you're trying to go. If you want to switch lanes for a pot of gold, number domino, out of control. The usual. Get mad cause I'm looking at your girl. Switch it up. I do it so much louder than everything you've heard. Everybody heard, got the word that the world wasn't turning. Act like you're in a jury of how we've turned it, where I would turn it. Can't lie like it's to be burning. Don't act like you're in a daze. I mad should've looked the other way. Couldn't clear space on my mind, was afraid of the time. Strobe lights like in the moonlight. I'm in the mood.